What do you get when you mix a $25,000 ticket, a $500 million yacht, and a feather boa longer than your last relationship? Welcome to the most glamorous charity event of Cannes 2025, the AmfAR Gala. It's not just about fashion and fame, though there's plenty of that. It's a star-studded evening with a purpose, raising money for HIV/AIDS research. And this year, the world's most famous faces traded the croisette chaos for the quiet, palmed perfection of Hotel du Café d'en Rock. And they brought it. Since 1993, the AmfAR Gala has drawn icons, artists, and power couples to Cap d'Antibes for one night of high fashion and higher stakes. But beneath the diamonds and designer gowns, a serious message echoed through the evening. Michelle Rodriguez, Colman Domingo, and Taraji P. Henson didn't just come to serve looks, they came with concerns. With the U.S. slashing global AIDS research funding, stars made it clear the work AmfAR does is now more vital than ever. Michelle said it best, it becomes more important than ever. The work that AmfAR does, not only in the research to generate drugs, just the advocacy that they have globally.
It's so important until we find a cure. Until we find them, we all have to keep speaking up about it. We have to show up for each other because humans need humans.
So the mission may be noble, but the fashion was pure Cannes magic. Let's dive into the night's most head-turning ensembles. Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos made their grand entrance. PDA dialed slightly down after their infamous yacht spanking moment. But don't worry, they were still a couple goals. Lauren shimmered in a mermaid-inspired gown with a sweetheart neckline and dramatic train. The metallic blue glow, matched only by the sparkle of her engagement ring, rumored to be worth up to $5 million. Jeff Bezos, tuxedo-clad and beaming, kept close by her side. And Jeff? Just happy to be her accessory. Heidi Klum, never one to blend in, wore a daring sheer gown by Yara Shoemaker, corseted bodice, feather-trimmed train, and stilettos that peeked through a thigh-high slit. Tom Collitz, her rock star husband, matched her confidence with classic cool. Adrian Brody and Georgina Chapman brought full sparkle energy. Adrian glowed in a glittery tux, but it was Georgina's plunging silver gown that left jaws on the floor, a fringe-draped stunner that moved like liquid metal under the lights. Mariska Hargitay brought elegance and emotion to the evening, stepping out in a sleek white gown with silver detailing. Joined by her husband, Peter Hermann, the SVU star had just premiered her touching documentary, My Mom Jane, earlier in the week. Terry Hatcher gave us major Hollywood glam in an off-the-shoulder black gown with a daring thigh-high slit. And that megawatt smile? Still a red carpet classic. Michelle Rodriguez lit up the carpet in a silver to pink ombre Elie Saab number. Tough girl edge with a touch of soft shimmer. We're into it. Karolina Krakova turned the carpet into her own runway in a sculptural Stéphane Roland gown, featuring a dramatic asymmetrical sleeve and a bold red lip to seal the deal. Colman Domingo once again proved he's fashion's leading man. In a bejeweled Valentino suit by Alessandro Michele, he stunned. And the bows on his shoes? A subtle flex for those paying attention. Ciara, Adam Lambert, and Duran Duran kept the crowd moving under the Riviera stars, while Taraji P. Henson pulled off double duty as host and red carpet icon. Ciara brought pure drama in a sculptural Stéphane Roland masterpiece, topped with a razor-sharp microbob that basically screamed, "Yes, I'm a vision. Now watch me slay this stage." This year's Cannes has been packed with headlines, from Pedro Pascal's controversial Eddington to Bella Hadid's quiet protest against the new red carpet rules with her rebellious yet refined look. Cannes 2025 has been overflowing with fashion fails. There were tragic tulle explosions, suits that looked more like pajamas, and enough see-through mesh to make your grandma gasp. Some outfits weren't even red carpet worthy. They were beach bar chic. Cannes wanted Hollywood glamour. Some people showed up like it was Coachella. Let's talk about Heidi Klum. The supermodel showed up in a sheer Elie Saab gown with a plunging neckline and strategically placed panels, a look that had fans wondering if she read any part of the new dress code. And if that wasn't enough, Heidi later rocked a voluminous ruffled pink gown, again by Saab. with a dramatic train that basically screamed, "Ban me." The statement look served as the perfect follow-up to her first look of the festival. Heidi rolled up in a pink ruffle explosion that looked like it got into a fight with a cotton candy machine and lost. Was it bold? Yes. Was it legal? According to Can, not really. Then came Dakota Johnson, who brought the 50 Shades energy to the Caring Women in Motion Awards in a silver sheer Gucci gown. Think halter neck, translucent fabric, and very visible nude underwear. Reddit was split. Some called it tastefully sheer, others called it circle cup chaos. Was it gorgeous? Yes. Did it break the no revealing looks rule? Also, yes. And while we're here, let's not forget Nicole Kidman.
I've been coming to this festival for 32 years. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, so I'm still here.
Her dress was red floral Balenciaga. But what stole the spotlight was her wig, or more specifically, her wig cap. Fans noticed the mesh peeking through, and it was all anyone could talk about. One commenter wrote, "The wig topper doesn't match her bangs. It's so noticeable in every single picture." We've all had a bad hair day, but most of us didn't have it in high def on the Cannes red carpet. Still, Nicole delivered a moving speech while accepting her Women in Motion award, saying, "It ain't over." And honestly, neither is the conversation about that hairpiece. Irina Shayk usually eats up a red carpet, but this time, she may have overordered. Her black polka dot gown came with exaggerated puff sleeves and a dramatic train. Again, dress code violation alert. It looked like a couture Halloween costume inspired by a haunted ballroom. Chic in theory, costumey in reality. Shanina Shaik's look had potential, until it didn't. The top half said structured elegance, and the bottom half said disco ball meltdown. The weird waistline jutting out like armor and the bedazzled skirt created a silhouette that was less high fashion and more fashion high alert. Points for drama, minus several for execution. Eva Longoria, our usually flawless red carpet queen, had a rare off day. Her gold and black Tamara Ralph gown looked like a last-minute loaner that didn't quite fit. The bodice was too roomy, the hem swallowed her feet, and the whole thing felt more try again later than opening night sleigh. The jewelry was on point though. Pasquale Bruni, always a win. Now, let's talk about mint condition chaos. Alessandra Ambrosio's green silk gown with furry sleeves looked like a sexy holiday ornament come to life. The fabric was luxe, the slit was high, but those sleeves? They belong on a Muppet. It's giving glamorous swamp queen, and not in a flattering way. Julia Garner went full gothic glam in a sheer black Gucci number that felt more funeral chic than red carpet. The wrinkled fabric, the moody makeup, the deadpan pose. We get it, you're intense. But at Cannes, we need drama with Polish, not just drama. But listen, not everyone showed up to confuse the fashion gods. Some celebs knew exactly what they were doing. Let's take a moment to worship the ones who got it oh so right. Bella Hadid stepped out in a slinky, elegant Saint Laurent gown that whispered, "I own this carpet," without raising its voice. The black dress hugged her frame like a love letter from the designer. And paired with Chopard jewels, divine. Bella doesn't just walk red carpets. She floats. Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Quentin Tarantino and his wife Daniela Pick arrived fashionably late, posed like prom royalty, and giggled like they were on a first date. Daniela's sleek strapless look, the diamonds, that giant ring, perfection. And Quentin? He looked like the proudest husband alive. Cannes loves a couple moment, and this one was golden. Juliette Binoche wore an off-white Dior haute couture ensemble that was pure architectural poetry. The silk crepe top wrapped around her head and flowed into a soft train, dramatic, serene, unforgettable. The only tragedy? She was boxed in by other jury members. Dior needs space, darling. Still, Binoche gave us a moment, and Chopard jewels were the final exclamation point. Tell us in the comments, which outfits do you think flopped? And was Cannes right to lay down the law? Or is fashion meant to be fearless?